well, my phone was full again, so, oh, dang, it's not, man, I'm going to be able to have a video and delete it each day or something. This is ridiculous. It's my apps are taking up the whole thing because I have to include in my space is YouTube, TikTok, so I have to take these things off or, and then I can't download. I swear to God, the shenanigans. Anyways, so I was trying to do as fast as I could to keep on my same rhythm, what I was talking about, but so disruptive. It fucking pisses me off. So the, so the vibra, okay, so where some people think of like hell is where people go. I would say more of purgatory, more of like where, people were ending up in the moon and being forced back here. So this energy place, this purgatory area, then these people can come in and then you can go into it, and in that space you can relive or heal or go through however it is the process occurs in order to go through your other lives to expand. Like I said, when you leave here, you still go to this life review lessons and reevaluation of things so you can learn and grow at that space too, which is common in the life review, it seems to me. So I'm going to talk about how it seems to me, not just like it was forced and every single life has always been forced. So so then you go into that space and you can go heal, especially if you played a dark part. But if you consistently play dark parts and you don't ever go and grow out of there and get your compassion and empathy, and you're always holding on to anger and resentment and stuff like that, you're going to stay at this vibration that can't go out of this area. And so the other ones that are growing and stuff like that, they can go way up here. So they have to come down here in order to see you. But they will come, it's instant. Like all you got to do is think of them and they would come and be there. But it is still, you can't go up here. You can't just travel like that. You have to stay where your vibration is. They can be up here. And that is what to me is the meal ticket, the passport, the license to travel is you expanding yourself. So you doing the work is what gets you the free travel so that you can go wherever it is that you want to go. As otherwise, it's like you're held back, but you're held back by something in you. You don't vibe there. You don't get it. You don't understand it. And so you're offered all of these lessons to partake in order to begin to get it, to begin to understand so that you can elevate yourself, so that you can move up in vibration, so you can get up into the heavens. And so up in the heavens is where you have like free reign. You can go this, you can go there. But that's where we, being down in this vibration, we look at those ones instead of looking at them as like, those are our family members, those are our ancestors, those are people we're related to. Instead, we look at them as like, oh, it's the angels, it's the gods, it's like, no, that's just your aunt or your uncle who, was, did the work fucking long time ago or something. So it's like we're all a part of the same thing. Like if we all came together, if all of a sudden the universe called all of the creator souls in at the same time, put them all together, that's where we would all form this beautiful teapot. We all come together and make something beautiful. But out here is where we're like out, it's like we break apart in order to become more vibrant and beautiful in ourselves, so that when we do come together, it's the creation of something beautiful. And so anyways, but that is like the vibration thing. Like you can't move out from where you are. And so this idea of your quantum leaping into a vibration that you haven't worked yourself into is absurd to me. But you can connect to your higher self. You can connect to your higher version, your higher vibration. But the thing is that when you connect, your soul is going to start speaking to you, and it's going to start pointing stuff out. There's a check, check, check. Like And so that's where you start seeing, oh, there's work to do. Like, there's healing, there's things I hold on to. And then it starts making sense. And then you start understanding what you're doing here, why this is all occurring. Is that in order to connect with yourself at that level, there's a lot of shit that's holding you back. And so that is like the cleansing. That is like the baptism to cleanse this stuff so that you can move into the space of your highest vibration. And not even just that, you are also moving that vibration, the higher vibration that propels your vibration up higher. And I think that there is, oh yeah, because once there is so much of this vibration that's out there, that can expand into more, because that vibration will just be more of a it's like the vibration, or the heavens, the universe, however you want to look at it, it is ever expansive, but it's like where we push in. It's like I said, like at this morphine, it's where as his energy we push in, which Amy sent me a video this morning, or some pictures that they got at their place. The orb came in and visited them, and one part you can see a face. It's like because that is what we are, all that. That's what we all are. And if you have an orb coming and visiting you, I would be thinking it's probably somebody you know. It's probably, can be, anybody. But there's a connection to you that they have. That's why they come to you. So there's some connection to something somewhere. Is why that they would be in that place. So it's you or the place or something. And but anyways, the orbs are, it's like, it's kind of like you come out of this little fancy spacesuit you're in. That's what you are. But that orb thing can see itself however it wants. That's like what we're doing here. It's like we're seeing ourselves how we want. And when you're broken, you're going to see yourself as being like horrible and ugly and disgusting. When you love yourself, then you're going to see your value. You're going to like yourself. Well, I'm not perfect, but who is? So then you can, learn to appreciate yourself. You don't have to be this perfect thing. You just have to be real. You just have to be who you are, and not trying to please others or be somebody who you're not. So anyways, that all goes together. But okay, so I was going to say about Donald. I was going to say about the autoimmune thing, because yesterday when I was talking about it, I left it off, and I was like, that's what people got to realize, is like autoimmune. Any of these autoimmunes is just an overreaction. It's like your body overreacting to something because it's what they've done to the chemicals. So they keep poisoning, and then your body starts having this allergic reaction, this overreaction, and then they keep going and going and going. So you have people who are just sick, and dying and dying. And I've got that autoimmune, so then I get like, I could be like, every fucking, and they're spraying like motherfucking bullshit. I swear to God. And last night the sky looked crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. Every time, especially in the evening, the sky gets crazy looking. Every time it looks like there's 3 different worlds coming together, 3 different skies. And the lighting, oh, the whole thing is so weird. And then plus me, my own self, keep having these weird glitching kind of things. Like I'm glitching out, like I'm disappearing. Like all of a sudden half of me is gone and stuff. It's like, oh my God, this is so weird. Feeling things, hearing things. It's like you change your whole thing of view. Maybe that is one of the things of why they don't like to come into lower vibration, is it's so uncomfortable. It's like, fuck, man, this is so weird. And but it is but anyway, yeah, but we are the orb. And then I think it's kind of like getting more in focus of who you really are and stuff, because that kind of just is going to be expanding. Like things are going to be things are going to be changing a lot, and how we see ourselves and how we live and stuff. And this one has to end, but we aren't ending. This reality, this world that was being created is, but it's very dark and dismal. So we need to be letting go of it. And it's just the people who aren't connected to themselves, they think this is all there is. And they're scared to let go of what is when they don't know what is, they don't know what isn't. They don't know what is up there. But that's where you do know. You do know. It's inside of you. You just got to connect all the pieces inside of you. You're disconnected. You're a puzzle that's all scattered everywhere. You got to start putting the pieces together. But they keep you distracted, so you don't have time to work on your puzzle. They want you to keep working on theirs, keep looking at theirs, keep theirs going. And that's what this awakening is all about, is this restructuring, is you starting to pull free from their stuff, from their distractions, their jobs, their endless shit, and start pulling into yourself so that you can start healing and start elevating yourself so you do become your best version of yourself. And that they want to keep you with all your pieces broken and keep you in their the thing with theirs, yeah, like if you go with the puzzle analogy, it's like all of their pieces. It's like you're looking and looking for the piece where this goes, but then when you look back at it again, it's changed. It's like it doesn't fit. Wait a minute, and that's how this reality is breaking down. The pieces keep changing. Like you think you're looking for this, but suddenly it morphs into this, and so theirs is falling apart. But the place where you want to keep going is self, is looking into you, because that is the parts that you need to put together, your puzzle, the part of you that you are becoming, and that is led by your internal guidance. But you have to let go of this world. And this world is, when you think that that's all there is, then it's scary to let go of it. So that's why we have so much chaos. So many people like, it's the end of the world, we're all going to die, and all that stuff. It's like, no, this is the death of the death of a concept, the death of a false concept, the death of a fake idea of you, in a world that was created to keep you distracted playing this fake character. But now is like that world, for some, you could start to question and see it and pull yourself free. But for others, it's going to collapse on them. And then they're going to they have to pull themselves free out of the debris. And that's why I say it's like it's one, this whole awakening thing is one thing on this side of it, and it's another thing on this side of it. So we all on this side of the awakening have had lessons and stuff that we've had to learn and grow, and when the world is falling apart around us, it's looking different. So many more people even now, like in 2016 when I was saying it looks like we're walking around a 3-dimensional picture. Now people are like everything doesn't look right. It's like, and it was rough, man, when you started seeing it a long time ago. But now there's like more and more people. I think it's still pretty rough. It's rough when you start feeling like your body's glitching out too. But anyways, so on this side of it, it was a different lesson. To me, it had so much links to faith and connection and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what theirs is. I know the things are when you're trying to heal and stuff, and shame and humility, and this is all about ego. And so I know that their part's going to be hard, that when the awakening on the other side of this thing, because it's like awakening to your biases, to your dark side, and a step on here. But see, they're going deeper into it, and then everything's going to flip, and then all of a sudden they're going to see, and they're in deep. They've dug themselves into the darkness, and so they've got to pull themselves out, and it's going to be like a lot of like, this is all the stuff I was talking shit on. They got to pull themselves into it. That's the humbling experience. And so there's a lot. It's just like, even one of my daughters yesterday when we're sitting there, and she's like, we're all about to be in the Handmaid's Tale. I just didn't even say anything. But then I said something about, because they were talking. My one daughter was talking about the dogs, and she's got this little patio, and she's so frustrated. And I was talking about a yard and stuff like that, and she's like, "Yeah, that's what we're gonna be saving for next, because I really want to get a place with a yard and stuff." And it's like, don't. Everything's gonna be coming. Things are gonna be changing. We're gonna. And she's like, "Yeah, well, I'd like to think so, but when I see it, I'll believe it." I mean, that's the same thing. Like, any of this stuff sounds kooky to anybody else. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll all see. And I think it could be that, we're not going to become the Handmaid's Tale. I know that. And so no matter how much these, to me, it is the distraction of the divine feminine. They want to keep all these women in a subdued way. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, when they started saying, "Oh, we need more women in the universities. Not enough women are getting educated. We need them out in the workforce. Get those ladies in college." And then pull them in so that they can indoctrinate them before the awakening, before the flip over to the divine feminine, keep them all, fucked up and messed up. But they're still going to wake up. It's still going to flip. It's still going to go the other direction. And all of that energy is going to go in a lot of different ways. Some of it's going to go in a positive way, but some of it's going to go internally, and they're going to turn it in on themselves and beat themselves down more and more and more. And that's what you want to not do, is we're coming out of the beat down. And this is where you got to lick your wounds and start healing yourself, So, but it's going to be a different experience on whatever this thing is that is the pop-off, the awakening part, which I still don't know that would be the event of 2027, that, this rapture event or whatever is going to be going on when all these people disappear, or if that's the I just know that we are slowly rolling into this change, and we are letting go of our darkness, and we're moving in to get. And it's not like you have to be, "Oh, well, I've got to just be of the light." Like these people, "Oh, I'm just of the light." No, what you want to do is be of balance. If you're just of the light, then you haven't managed your darkness. You got to get some balance in there. You can't just close your darkness in a closet and be like, "No, I'm just the light. I don't have any darkness." No, you better get a handle on your darkness, because you have it. Everybody else does too. And so that's where we move into a place of balance. So that's one thing that was misleading on the spiritual thing with these love and light people. They get all caught up in like, "Oh, no, it's just love and light. Don't ignore that. Ignore that." No, that's there to help you heal. So you've got to face these things. If that's bringing something up in you, you need to face it. You need to heal it. You can't just hide from it, discard it, pretend like it's not there. Then I'm just to the light. I'm just light. Well, why are you trying to just be the light? What are you trying to prove? Like, all the rest of us, we're of the light and the dark. So what makes you, what are you doing here with us? Like, fuck, man. My body's always in this overreaction, this fucking poisoning. I swear to God. Today's gonna be. Got all those planters to build, and then we got some more stuff to plant into those. So get that done. Then we're having a barbecue this afternoon. My other daughter is gonna be coming over, and then so it should be kind of relaxing and stuff, but I kind of just want to just sleep, man. So tired. I feel so exhausted, and I know it's got to be partly with this energy, because it's intense. The sky's intense. And last night there was like this giant shadow again. Where did I see that? Did I see it when I was driving? And then I saw it again here? Or was I seeing it in a dream and then I saw it again here? I don't know. Everything is just this merging of like, this isn't real. This isn't real. Like, I'm glitching out. And the things that you can hear and feel and see. That poor little bunny. God, it was still warm. And it did. I have a keychain that looked just like it that I got when I was in Portugal. I thought it was the cutest little thing. It's this little bunny. It would carry your little keys. I thought, oh, that's so cute, so soft. It's something you could just sit and, like a pet, or, like a sensory thing, And anyways, and I have it over in one of these. I think I have it in a box or something. It's in one of my drawers, and And then I don't ever get it out because it's like, dogs would tear that shit up. It would just care. And then it does a real one. And then it's probably that Tum Tum. He is a predator. And he figures out how to break out. He's like Max. Doesn't matter what you do. He'll figure out how to break out. And he'll tear your shit up to get out. And so then it's just like gets his view on them and kill all the little bunnies. That poor mom. I hope she moves them. Hopefully he came in with that one and she hurried and grabbed the other ones. But she's probably just sitting out there counting them, trying to figure out where's the other one. Oh, that's so sad. There's so much sad stuff in nature. But that is to make us have more empathy and to really realize, like, oh, this matters, man. And but we're going to be moving out of this vibration, this predatory vibration. And so, I don't know, I would say the cats will lose interest in it. They'll be like, you know, I don't know, it's weird because of the animal thing. Like getting chicken for the dogs in their thing, man. They go crazy to devour that shit and give them beans and vegetables, and they like it and they'll eat it up. But boy, they go crazy on the meat. And it's like, how do we go into a world where we're not killing each other to eat each other? And where everybody, I don't know, some stuff is going to happen. Maybe there's going to be way more that's going to come in mineral and nutrition, and we're going to, before, like I said, maybe it's going to be a pill. We take this power pill and it just makes you feel like you don't need to eat. You got all this nutrition inside of you. Maybe it's going to be the same thing with the animals, and we just all stop eating each other. But it's in a different vibration because there's some still beings that would just be chowing down on you in the lower vibration. But and we're still in that part. This is the elevation. This is the part that's moving us. And so it's like the splitting apart and knowing, like, man, we could live all in peace and just in harmony and everybody loving each other, not just trying to take down whoever's weaker than them. It's like our society is very predatory and our very victim. It's a victim predator society. That's what's been created here. And that's why you got to elevate yourself out of being the victim. And if you're a predator, you got to get your shit together. You know, everybody's got to find a happy medium. And, you know, if you are a predator, you also need to look at your wounds, because you can become a predator out of fear, out of like, you've got to be the strongest. Somebody's going to take you down. So you got to look into your own self. Just because you're a predator doesn't mean you're a horrible soul. You're just on the negative part of the soul. Every soul has got their own balancing act to do. So you've got to find your balance. You've got to be able to look at your own self and see, why am I such a predator? What am I scared of? Why do I got to be so this tough direction? Which yesterday too, God, there's way more. What they're doing with cars is like, I don't want to drive a transformer. Like, what in the world? And I thought this was kind of weird too, because with pickups, and there's so much misbehavior on the road. That's what I just, oh God, it just pisses me off. I get why people get road rage. Just the fucking misbehavior on the road is so annoying. Swear to God. Like, you're driving and this guy comes flying over behind you or flying up or whatever. You're next to trucks, cars in front of you. And the guy's going to be just ride your ass. Where the fuck am I going, you dickhead? Like, fucking hell. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was cussing this one guy out the whole way as we're getting past all the trucks so I can finally move over. This dickhead gets off my fucking ass. And I gotta have these other cars in front of me move over. And the one's blocking me on this side. It's like, what the fuck? You know, I'm like cussing him out the whole fucking time. He gets up there and he's like some fucking stoner dude. It's like, what in the... He's a long... I was like, oh my fucking God. Get your shit together. And then, another one, these fucking ones, you're driving, this guy just comes flying out of nowhere. This lane's bare, but no, he's gonna get as close to you because you need to fucking move out of his way. Why should he fucking do anything? He's the speeder. It's like, fuck you, fucking dick, man. You just like run the fuck out. Like, these people are crazy. And it's like, you don't want to fucking flip them off and shit. They'll fucking probably just run you off the road. They're crazy and they have no fucking responsibility for themselves. And, and then one of the things too, and pickups are fucking known for being dickhead fucking on the road. The one guy was a Subaru, but the stoner fellow looking guy, the pickup, yeah, I mean, that's so fucking constant on the road. And they fucking go crazy. Like, if I go to pull out even on this highway, leaving here, and I see a pickup coming, I'll wait. I'll wait. You just go on, mosey on. I'll go behind you, thank you. Is they don't know how to not be on your fucking ass, man. It's like, get your goddamn aggressive shit. Go fucking get a... That's why they gotta drive the most fucking aggressive car, like the pickup's bigger, just looking down at you. But now, when you look in your rear view, now you got the new high-tech ones. It is so sinister looking. It's like, it looks like a fucking snake coming out. It is... It's like, well, at least now they were more representing of who's driving them. It's like, fuck, man. And it's not every single truck driver. I know there's some fucking truck drivers that aren't aggressive assholes, but the aggressive assholes do like to get big trucks. And they are fucking... And now they made them all look like these fucking weird fucking... And the guys, of course, they got to have the newest one. So it's just like, fast as they can. Let's hurry and let's get them all on the streets. Fucking weirdo things. I even passed one that was... it was a car. It was like a fucking weirdo fucking tank car. It's like, what in the Transformer? Who's gonna be buying this shit, man? There was a picture I had seen of like a parking lot from the 70s and a parking lot from like the 2000s or something. Very different. One's colorful, creative, stylish. This one's fucking void, fucking gray, black, and white, and hostile, man, and void of creativity. One is all decorative and one is like dark, dismal. And which also, I know by Yakima there's a training center, but what I saw on the freeway yesterday when I was leaving, it was like, I don't know, I would call them tanks. Some kind of tank kind of truck car thing. Big, fucking huge. And they were all going in a line down one lane of the highway. So it's 2 lanes. So they were in the right lane and they were one after another, after another, after another. And then after all those, there was some other really big fucking wartime looking trucks. And there was people on them and shit. And so I was trying to see them and I was trying to count them. It was definitely over 15 of the tank ones that I saw. And then I don't know if there was 1 or 2 of these other big trucks. And then I don't even know how many guys on them. There was like, so I don't know if they were practicing or if they were coming there for some event. I don't know. When I was sitting there, because when I was driving in and I saw Mount Rainier and I was like, fuck, that is pretty close for fucking the volcano goes off. And then I was looking at this one, I was like, what mount is that, man? Is it both of these are this close? Like, whatever mount that is, like, it's probably a volcano. It's like, fuck, man, those are both close. It's like, so when I was sitting out there with my daughters, and he said, you should really think of an evacuation route. And I try to explain to them, but when people aren't awake to this stuff, they're so resistant to it. It's like they think you're so crazy. It's like, man, if you have an evacuation route and you don't want to go to just the regular one, this has been being shown to us for a couple years now. You go on the regular evacuation route, you get stuck there. Could be 7 hours, could be 12 hours, could be 24 hours. However long you sit there with your gas running. And they don't. And not only that, there is people who have been at the front of these things and seen it's being purposely blocked. And so that they control and contain us. And people just keep playing along. So they get on these freeway, the interstate, because everybody knows, like, well, I just take the interstate and get out of here. So everybody gets on it, and then they all pile up, and they can't, the traffic doesn't move. It's blocked at some point. So everybody's sitting there. Then they run out of gas. So then they have to start trying to go get gas. Well, the gas stations are out of gas suddenly, and all these cars are stuck. That is in the movies where they always show the altercations at the gas station. Oh, there's no gas. This guy's going to steal this car. They've all got these. They're in shootout. Like, no, that is where the chaos comes. You do not want to go run into the chaos. And then I've seen other people who, in the evacuations, and they're like, here I am, like, all the highways clogged up, but look at me. I'm on the state highway, and there is nobody. I am flying, and there's nobody anywhere. It's like, because you got to learn the back routes. You got to learn your community. You got to learn your way around. Everybody goes to the easy way, easy street, and easy street is the chaos. That's where there's going to be the crimes, and it's going to be where you see in the movies where they have all these cars. They're just sitting on the freeways, just sitting there. Nobody's taking them. It's because they all ran out of gas and these things, and then people had to get around them, and then there's dead people. Like, it's not the direction you want to go. You want to be able to know your routes out, know your evacuation. Those people who were doing the, what was that called? The preppers, because at the time, whatever, when the preppers started, I swear to God, I think it was like 25 years ago, when the preppers started, and the rest of us are like, man, that's a little crazy, that's a little paranoid, but then you start going and you start realizing what's going on here in this world, and then it's like, oh, they just were knowing a little earlier than the rest of us. But yeah, you got to go in that idea. Even some of them, they had a burnout bag or something, so you get all the stuff you're going to need. You go to a place along the route. So whatever route you're going to evacuate, you go and put stuff in a place so that you can take off quick and get up to your stuff and take off, because in an evacuation, it goes so crazy and people panic and people don't know, like, people start being so scared they're going to die. And even Christians and stuff. So they're not out there like, oh, finally, come and take me. No, everybody's scared to get burned. Everybody's scared of what it's going to feel like. Everybody, nobody wants to feel it. And so everybody's like, hell no. And so it's going to be chaotic. But the direction you want to go is be prepared, and you got to have food that you don't need to cook or whatever. A lot of those preppers and stuff, it's food you can add water with, then you got to have a lot of water. And, I say take a couple boxes of granola bars and just eat those along your thing. You take to me, peanut butter and crackers. My mom was like, goat cheese and crackers. But whatever it is, something that you can live off of for maybe even a couple weeks. Depends on what kind of chaos. Like, fucking the people in North Carolina, they found out, like, you better be prepared for a fucking couple months, man. And then you're expendable. Like, ain't nobody coming looking for you. So we all, it's up to us. We're here to save ourselves. We're here to come together in groups and save ourselves. And so, and this isn't some far stretch. All the fault lines, all the volcanoes are all showing activity. This is a time of change. And this is when the earth is like rolling over. It's like, you guys have already made me raw here. It's time I need to move so I can get some fresh skin up there. And so, yeah, this is the time. Things are about to change, and you have to roll with the punches. And that's where you benefit to learning. You're eternal. Nothing can really hurt you. And you may leave this place, but you just, head over to Pluto or Jupiter or wherever. You just head over to another reality. That's what you get to do. Your pass, what is your vibration? And so there's plenty of low vibration places, I think, to be able to go. They're not all the exact same. They're all unique. Like, each pool tournament is a unique experience, even though I think that there's probably a lot of them that are being run by these vamps and these Dracos and these darker kind of entities that uh, oh yeah, it's like those vamps, the ones that parasitic ones that live off of us that just keep the relics. Those ones, they are like almost like the hierarchy of the dark energy. That's why you could look at them as like, well, they're demons. We're being run by demons, but I don't look at it on that level. I look at it as that, they're entities of the darker nature. And so but they are like the intelligence of the dark region. But yeah, like even like these darker ones, I say that don't die and stuff. They don't go in. It's like they keep going. They don't go and go into their life review and stuff. That's why they stay in this stagnation. But I don't know. That would be kind of a cute little cartoon if one was trying to break free and go through the stuff like the evolution so that they could become of the light, so they could become an angel, a demon that wanted to become an angel. That would be a cute little story that you could write. Anyways, so but that is like, because the archons, then you think of them as the dark energy that, they're really parasitic. They don't think for themselves. They just feed off of your emotions, but they plug into them. So you're depressed, they plug into it, and then they'll keep you there, keep you there, keep you there. And but the ones then on the expansion, the micro macro, then we have the ones that know how to run things and control and manipulate and an advanced in that thing. So it's like there's different levels of all these different energies, and you're way higher level than what you think. You're not anything of what their level is. And even if you are down here, perving and being a predator or anything, you're still more than likely all of those ones would still go to a life review and still have a karmic thing from being a predator and stuff. But it's just like there's difference where you could be like, well, these are the devils and these are the angels, but it's just these are a different kind of soul than these ones. And but it's like it's just like what Mateus Stephanos said, that if you go on a certain level, that the devils and the angels are working together. So it's not like we would look at them as, because we learn from each other, even though they don't have the same kind of learning expansion. They probably do it some way. They become more manipulative. But we expand in a different way, and we learn and grow from being pushed from the dark. So the dark is on our heels. We are expanding, and that's what we're doing here. So anyways, let's have a look at my tooth. I hate it when the video does that thing when there's two parts. It seems weird, but gets more views when it's one longer video than when it's separated like that. So I don't know if it's like because people got things to do, they just want to put in their headphones, listen to something while they're doing it. But anyways, I think I covered all the things. I don't know. There's always so much. There's so much going on. There's so much you could talk about. It's like ever expansive, almost like the universe. So, anyways, but let's look at my tooth. It was really being sore yesterday too. That's another thing too, where it's like feeling and hearing and everything is just so intense. And inside here with my tongue, it feels so much smoother in the whole. So it's really built up a lot because it was like so jaggedy. But that's the parts where we kept filling in with the gray, and then it goes through the process. But I don't know where we're at today on that. But there's still a definite indenture. There's still a definite hole. There's still those two parts where I can feel my tongue goes into a hole, even though it feels smooth in there. But anyways, that's where we're at with that. This totally was doing something. I don't know, but it was really fucking with my eyes. And so there's still something going with this. And so I don't know, like because there's so many of these viruses and stuff that they put in us, and then they do something to activate them. And then when you got autoimmune stuff, it just goes, everything is so much more extreme, man. So, I don't know, I should have done the black seed oil before I go. I may start doing it twice a day for a while, and then I may get some horse paste and just start putting it on there too, because the doctor that I saw talking about that, he didn't just say just all the different, basil, all the different cell C's that it can cure, but he said the psoriasis, the eggs, all the skin conditions that people are having when they take that paste and rub it on there twice a day, it's going away. So, even though it's really close to my eyes, I've done it before, but I'm thinking I'm going to get some more and do it again with that, and then increase the black seed oil a couple times. I may get into doing the CH dioxide stuff again, but this one that I'm doing with the dogs, I feel like it's it's got dog slobber, because one of the little things, when I got mine, one of them was broke, so they come sealed. Well, my mom got ones with squirters, but mine have where you have to take the droppers, and so it came with little jars, and then it came with 2 droppers, and one of the droppers was broken in half, so I had to use a dropper that out of Stella's CBD, and I washed it off, but I was like, if I was gonna be drinking, I think I would have washed it a lot better. Now I keep thinking, I don't know. So I don't know. That's the dog's one. But maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But I got more patches. That's what I've been using when so yesterday, because my joints are so swollen, they're still swollen, and they were so stiff. They're still stiff and really swollen. That's like the overreaction part. That's where they start being like, well, you got the rheumatoid arthritis. Even, I start seeing like my thumb is bending weird. And I was like, that's where you start going, well, you got the rheumatoid. It's all of this autoimmune shit, man. It's the fucking environmental shit, man. Stop fucking poisoning it so my body can fucking relax, man. So I took bentonite clay and in a patch. And so I think I'll do another patch today, because the bentonite clay pulls out the toxins and stuff. It's like you just got to be what is that? I was going to say doctor, but it was something else that was coming to my mind. You have got to be your own diagnoser. Like, you've got to try and figure out what's wrong with you, what can help, and that's where the benefit of knowing more about herbs and all that stuff. That's why I said some of these herbalists and stuff are going to become very people are going to want their information, like those ones that are writing books and stuff like this, that Barbara and stuff. They're going to become more and more valued by people with their information, and more with the herbs and stuff, because when you're trying to figure out, like, you need to know what all these different ones do. And so, like, I just seen that thing saying that if you're having problems with your hair and it's falling out and stuff, selenium. So, and this one had a whole list of different things. Like, if you're having this, you need to take that. If you need this, you need to take that. So, see more and more of that information. It helps us be able to weed it down. So, when we're trying to diagnose ourselves and figure out what we have going on, then we can know what angle, like which direction to go, what it is that we need to take. And then when you take it, you got to pay attention to your body. You can't just be like, well, I'm just going to take this and forget about it. No, you got to pay attention to your body. Well, what's it doing? Is it making me better? Is it making me worse? Is it what, so that you can figure it out. Don't just keep doing something mindlessly. That's what we're breaking free from. This just mindless. That's how they want to keep us. Like, don't pay attention to yourself. I've got it. I'll take care of it. If it doesn't work, well, I'll go on hospice. I don't know. See ya. I just got a lot of kickbacks to go spend. So, yeah, it's fucking bullshit. But anyways, bypass the system and just work on you. And what you need to do is learn how to love yourself, because that's going to get you everywhere. That's your passport to freedom. Learning how to love yourself, learning how to love everybody else. Well, further you go, farther you can go. And so, learning how to love yourself, learn how to love everybody, and then you can figure out how to have the day you want, and you can really zap yourself into that positive energy. So, those are what I would say to work on. And we'll just talk about it again tomorrow. So anyways, talk to you later. Bye.